The day of judgment will dawn with unimaginable terror and awe. The universe will unravel as celestial bodies collide, plunging the world into chaos. The trumpet will blare, signaling the end of time. The earth will convulse, mountains crumbling into dust. A profound silence will descend upon the earth. Humanity will rise from their graves, bewildered and disoriented. Disbelievers will tremble in fear, while believers find solace in their faith. This is the day of reckoning when every soul will be held accountable. The truth will be laid bare, and the veils of deception lifted. The mighty and the lowly will stand equal before their Creator. The air will crackle with anticipation and dread. The scales of justice hang suspended, ready to weigh good and evil. The day of judgment is a divine decree, a testament to ultimate justice. On this day, every individual will be presented with a record of their deeds, meticulously preserved in a book, the Book of Deeds. This book, a testament to every thought, every action, every word uttered, will be handed over, either in the right hand a symbol of righteousness, or in the left hand a mark of transgression, for those who live their lives in servitude to Allah, adhering to His commandments and seeking His pleasure. The book will be a source of joy, a reflection of a life well lived. They will receive their book in their right hand, their hearts brimming with gratitude for the opportunity to serve their Creator. However, for those who disregarded Allah's guidance, who indulged in worldly desires, neglecting their spiritual obligations, the book will be a chilling reminder of their folly. They will receive their book in their left hand, their faces pale with terror, wishing they could undo their past. Every deed, no matter how insignificant it may seem, will be accounted for. The smallest act of kindness, a gentle smile offered to a stranger, will be weighed alongside acts of defiance and transgression. The Book of Deeds serves as a stark reminder that every moment in this transient world is an opportunity to accumulate good deeds, to strive for the pleasure of Allah, and to secure a place in the eternal abode of paradise. As the sun dims, casting long, eerie shadows across the desolate landscape, humanity will be gathered in a grand assembly, an assembly of unprecedented scale. The young and the old, the rich and the poor, the powerful and the weak, all will stand as equals before their Creator, stripped of all earthly titles and possessions. The atmosphere will be thick with anticipation and dread. The weight of countless eyes will bear down on each soul as they await their fate. The air will crackle with a palpable tension, a sense of finality that is both terrifying and exhilarating. Languages will cease to be a barrier as every soul will understand the divine pronouncements, their hearts pounding in their chests. The angels will bear witness to this grand assembly, their wings spread wide, their faces etched with solemnity. The prophets and messengers of Allah, those who conveyed His message to humanity, will stand as witnesses, their presence a testament to the truth of the day of judgment. This gathering will be a stark reminder of the transient nature of this worldly life, a life that pales in comparison to the eternity that awaits. It is a day when the illusion of time will be shattered, and the true nature of our existence will be revealed. One of the most evocative symbols of the Day of Judgment is the image of the scales of justice. These divine scales, perfectly balanced, represent the unwavering justice of Allah. On one side will be placed the good deeds of a person's life, acts of charity, kindness, prayer, and every effort made to follow the path of righteousness. On the other side, their transgressions and sins will be weighed. The heart of every individual will race as their deeds are meticulously weighed. For those whose good deeds outweigh their bad, the scales will tip in their favor, a testament to a life lived in pursuit of Allah's pleasure. These fortunate souls will be showered with Allah's mercy and granted entry into paradise, an eternal abode of bliss and tranquility. However, for those whose bad deeds outweigh their good, the scales will tip against them, a chilling reminder of their misguided choices. Their faces will be etched with despair as they realize the gravity of their situation. These souls will face the consequences of their actions and be directed towards their deserved fate. Section 5, Divine Interrogation. A moment of truth. Imagine standing before your Creator, the Almighty, the All-Knowing, as He questions you about your life, your choices, your deeds. This is the reality that awaits every soul on the day of judgment. No one, not even the prophets and messengers, will be exempt from this divine interrogation. Allah will question individuals about the blessings He bestowed upon them, their health, wealth, knowledge, and time. He will ask how they utilized these blessings, whether they used them for His sake or squandered them in pursuit of worldly desires. Every moment, every opportunity, every decision will be scrutinized. This interrogation will not be a trial, but a moment of truth, a chance for every soul to reflect on their life's journey and acknowledge their shortcomings. For the believers, this will be a moment of gratitude and humility as they acknowledge their dependence on Allah's mercy and forgiveness. For those who rejected faith and lived in defiance of Allah's commandments, this interrogation will be a stark reminder of their accountability and the consequences of their choices. Section 6. The Intercession, a Glimmer of Hope. Amidst the fear and anticipation of the Day of Judgment, there exists a beacon of hope, a testament to Allah's boundless mercy, the intercession. On this day, certain individuals, by the will and permission of Allah, will be granted the honor of interceding for others, pleading for their forgiveness, and seeking Allah's mercy on their behalf. The greatest of these intercessors will be our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. He will intercede for his followers, for those who live their lives striving to follow his teachings and emulate his character. His intercession will be a source of immense comfort and hope for the believers, a testament to his elevated status in the sight of Allah. However, it's crucial to understand that intercession is not a guarantee of salvation. It is a gift, a manifestation of Allah's mercy bestowed upon those He deems worthy. It serves as a reminder that salvation ultimately rests in the hands of Allah, and our efforts in this world should be directed towards seeking His pleasure and earning His forgiveness. Section 7. The Bridge of Sirat, a Perilous Passage. After the judgment has been passed and the fates of all souls have been determined, there remains one final, daunting hurdle to overcome, the Bridge of Sirat. This bridge, thinner than a hair and sharper than a sword, will be stretched over the depths of hellfire, leading to the gates of paradise. The believers, their hearts filled with both anticipation and trepidation, will traverse this bridge, their speed and ease determined by their deeds in the worldly life. Those whose faith was strong and whose deeds were righteous will swiftly cross the bridge, their steps illuminated by the light of their good deeds. However, for those whose hearts were tainted with hypocrisy and whose deeds were lacking, the crossing will be perilous. They will stumble and falter, their steps heavy with the burden of their sins. Some will cling desperately to the edges of the bridge, their fate hanging precariously in the balance. The Bridge of Sirat serves as a powerful metaphor for the final test of faith, a test that will separate the sincere from the insincere, the righteous from the wicked. It is a reminder that the path to paradise is not without its challenges, and only those who persevere with steadfast faith and righteous actions will ultimately succeed. Section 8. The Haunting Screams of Hellfire. For those who rejected faith, who lived lives of disobedience and transgression, who turned away from the guidance of Allah, the destination awaiting them is a stark contrast to the serenity and bliss of paradise. Hellfire, a terrifying and gruesome realm of eternal punishment, stands as a chilling reminder of the consequences of straying from the path of righteousness. The screams of the condemned will echo through the depths of hellfire, a haunting symphony of pain and despair. The fire will relentlessly consume their flesh, only to be miraculously regenerated, perpetuating their torment. Their thirst will be unquenchable, their hunger insatiable, their suffering unending. The descriptions of hellfire in the Quran and Hadith are vivid and terrifying, intended to awaken the hearts of those who are heedless of their Creator. It is a place prepared for those who denied the truth, who mocked the messengers, and who persisted in their arrogance and defiance. The reality of hellfire should serve as a stark warning to all who believe they can escape the justice of Allah. It is a reminder that our actions have consequences, both in this life and in the hereafter. The choice is ours to make, to strive for paradise through faith and righteous deeds, or to face the eternal torment of hellfire. Section 9. The gardens of paradise, an eternal reward paradise, a realm of unimaginable beauty and bliss, awaits those who believed in Allah, lived righteous lives, and followed the teachings of His messengers. It is a place where every desire is fulfilled, every sorrow forgotten, and where eternal peace and contentment reign supreme. Imagine gardens adorned with lush greenery, where rivers flow with crystal-clear water and trees bear fruits of every imaginable kind. The inhabitants of paradise will recline on silken cushions, attended to by youthful servants, partaking in delicious food and drink, their thirst forever quenched. Their hearts will be pure, free from envy, hatred, and malice. They will converse with each other in peace and harmony, their faces radiant with joy. They will be reunited with their loved ones who also earned paradise, their happiness multiplied. The descriptions of paradise in Islamic tradition are intended to provide a glimpse into the unimaginable rewards that await the righteous. It is a place of eternal bliss, a reward for a life dedicated to the worship and obedience of Allah. The promise of paradise should serve as a powerful motivator for believers to strive for righteousness, to endure the trials of this worldly life with patience and perseverance, knowing that a far greater reward awaits them. Section 10. Conclusion. The Day of Judgment is not a myth or a fairy tale, but a fundamental belief in Islam, a day that will inevitably come to pass. It is a day of absolute justice, where every soul will be held accountable for its deeds and where the truth will prevail. The contemplation of this momentous day should inspire us to live lives of purpose, striving to earn the pleasure of Allah through faith, good deeds, and sincere repentance. It should instill within us a sense of urgency, a realization that this life is transient, and our actions have eternal consequences. Let us strive to be among those who receive their book of deeds in their right hand, who cross the bridge of Sirat with ease, and who enter paradise, the eternal abode of bliss by the mercy of Allah. And let us seek refuge in Allah from the torment of hellfire and the anguish of that day.